Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Heather. I make health and fitness related videos, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why I decided to hire a personal trainer. So if you're new here, please subscribe. I'd love to have you, and let's just get started. That was the chair. To start off this video, I just want to say, once again, I am not any professional whatsoever. I am not a professional trainer, a nutritionalist, a dietitian, anything like that. So I'm just a normal girl who decided to start a weight loss journey. And so far, 6 months in, I've lost over 40 pounds. I just wanted to make a video today explaining why I decided personally to get a trainer and why I thought that that was the best decision for me. One of the fears actually I had before I hired a personal trainer was that they were gonna be so expensive that I wasn't gonna be able to afford it. I worried that I wasn't gonna be able to keep them long term because I wouldn't be able to afford it financially. But one thing that my husband has always said, and that I feel like is very important to tell others, is that you can't put a price on your health. And I think that's kind of hard sometimes to think about, because when life takes over, you don't think about yourself sometimes. You think about, your bills and your kids, work, things like that, and you're not really focusing on yourself. But in the long run, I think it's really important to think about your own health, because health and yourself come first. If you're not your healthiest or your best, then how can you do all those other things for your family, your work, things like that? So definitely remember that you shouldn't put a price on your health. Okay, so one of the main reasons that I decided to get a personal trainer was because I had zero accountability. And if I decided that I was going to start a diet, I usually would reach out to my mom or my best friends, my husband, and be like, hey, I'm starting a diet. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lose all this weight. I'm so excited. Talk it all up, be so transparent with it. And doing that, it made it really hard because I set myself up sometimes for failure, because I'd fall off the wagon, or I decided to have a few cheat meals or whatever. I would feel super guilty because I had already told all those people that I was going to do it. Obviously, it's a struggle and it's not easy to lose weight, and sometimes there's going to be ups and downs with it. But for me, I felt like if I talked about it and told people, that maybe that would help with my accountability. But in the long run, it was worse for me. I ended up getting a personal trainer. It helped because I didn't rely on my family and friends supporting me. It wasn't something that I felt like if I couldn't do it, if I couldn't lose the weight, I was gonna let them down. But when I decided to get a personal trainer, I felt like I couldn't let down a stranger, essentially. When I first started with my personal trainer, she was a stranger. So I felt like, I had to be at my best. I had to show up, I had to go. Otherwise, you're canceling on somebody and it's a stranger and you can't really let them down. Money-wise, financially, I was paying for this person to help me out. And if you don't show up, you're wasting your money. And I just felt like the accountability, having somebody else other than family and friends to support me and motivate me and talk about all the things I wanted to talk about, and not bugging them and making them feel like I was overloading them with my weight loss journey and my stresses. So talking about the timeline and the plan to achieve my physique goals, having somebody sit down and actually help me figure out, not a supermodel as much as I would hope, as much as I wish I was. I'm not a supermodel. I'm not 5'8", 5'9", 6 feet tall, whatever. I'm 5'4". So I'm a shorter gal, and I put on muscle easily. So it was something that I had to really think about and say to myself, okay, I didn't want to look like a bodybuilder. I didn't want to look like a chick that was, so strong that, my muscles were bulging. I wanted to look like me. I wanted to look feminine, but I also wanted to be strong. Talking to my personal trainer, she told me that there are a lot of women that end up looking skinny fat And that basically means that they lose a lot of fat off their body, but they don't have a lot of muscle tone. So they're not toned. So lifting was one thing that we both decided that I was going to do, and that it would jumpstart my metabolism as well, because I had never done weightlifting, and weightlifting does that for you. So it was really nice to have some input from a professional to tell me, like, I can tell that you have muscle tone and gain muscle easily. So I think this is XYZ. This is what we should do for your weight loss plan and for your physique goals. So what we decided was I was going to lift light weights at high repetitions. And in the beginning, I actually only did body weight. And that was kind of nice because that helped me to work on form, and it helped me to learn the moves. And she was able to watch me and see where I was at fitness wise. And then later on in the training, we ended up doing high repetitions with low weights. And that was great for me. And that's exactly what my body type needed for me to gain a little bit of muscle, tone up, but lose the weight. I didn't know anything about weightlifting other than the fact that I watched YouTube videos, and I had seen other women do it, but I didn't physically do it myself. So I didn't know how to go into the weight section, what weights I needed, which ones were right for me. Having her help me do that, because I didn't feel so nervous, so scared to go over in the section, that weight section. Starting something new, a new routine or exercise, can be a little bit nerve-wracking because you feel like other people might be judging you or looking at you. She walked me through the section. She showed me what weights were what specific lifts did for certain areas of your body, things like that. And it was really nice to have a professional actually there with me, instead of me standing there, you know, looking at my phone, trying to figure it out. It was so nice to have her to just help me with those training tips and to show me the ropes. Another reason I ended up getting a personal trainer was because I didn't want to waste my time. To be honest, I didn't want to go to the gym and run on the treadmill and do the elliptical for an hour. I wanted to be able to go to the gym and just get it done and do it right and see a result. To have that satisfaction in knowing that I was going and I was doing the right things because I had somebody there to show me how to do the right thing. She showed me how to work out effectively without wasting my time. There were moments my form was wrong, you know, it wasn't right. I wasn't getting the most out of that lift. And so she would just tweak me the smallest bit, honestly. And I didn't even know that I was doing it wrong. And the difference is incredible. The last thing was having advice, talking to me, asking me about my day, my week, things that were going on. It was almost kind of like having a therapist, which was great, a 2-for-1. But I learned so much about my nutrition, what were the right things to eat, what were helping me to build that muscle, and what was probably not good for my body and my body type. Body scans. A lot of gyms do body scans. So go in and you stand on a big scale, and it basically is like it makes a virtual picture of you, like a little avatar. And it see those side by side, because I could visually see like my entire body. And honestly, they're not pretty, but it was just nice to kind of like see myself outside of myself. Have that picture, even though it kind of was like, no thank you. No thank you. But now my body scans that I look at, I'm like, oh, getting better. Yeah. So it's great to have those, and trainers can help you with those types of things. They have those resources for you. She also was really intuitive when I was having issues with certain areas of my body. For instance, like when my elbow would start to kind of hurt, or I'd be rubbing it and I didn't even realize I was having a little bit of an issue with that. She would be like, is your elbow bothering you? Have you been having soreness in your elbow? I hurt my knee in high school in cheerleading. I dislocated my meniscus. And so I had mentioned that we would do specific leg workouts. She would ask me, what are you doing? How is your knee? How has your knee been in the couple weeks? Are you resting it? Are you icing? My trainer also took lots of notes for me, and she wrote down every workout session that we did. So everything specifically, like what lifts we did, at what reps, at how heavy, everything that we had done that session. And then she would let me take a picture of it so I could take it with me for whenever we weren't together, and if I needed to work out, or for later down the road when I wasn't still training with her. So it was really nice to have type of information available to me that she was able to give me what I had been doing, my workout plans basically, and sharing those with me. To have somebody write those workouts up for me, and it wasn't something that I had to worry about or think about doing before I got to the gym. And it was nice to be able to have somebody else worry about that for me. And she was really good at switching it up and making a variety of workouts so that I didn't get bored with it. So those are all the reasons why I ended up getting a personal trainer. I know that some people have doubts about it, or they worry that they can't afford it, or what people might think of them, like, oh, well, I can't do it on my own, so they're embarrassed about it. Trainers can also be great friends. I know it's a professional relationship and you hire them and you're paying them. She is somebody that I feel like I can reach out to and talk to. I definitely send her pictures of me that I feel proud of. She actually got me this bracelet. It says "Let It Be," and I wear it all the time. I love it. It's special to me because I feel like sometimes we need reminders that things will get better and it takes time. You might end up becoming besties with your personal trainer. And honestly, getting a personal trainer is so cool. Like, I feel like a lot of people have fears about it, but really it's like so bougie. It's like, I have a personal trainer. Like, definitely suggest getting a personal trainer if you're at all interested. Those are the reasons why I decided personally to get a personal trainer, and I am so happy that I did. I definitely do not regret it 1 minute. If you're interested, definitely look into it. Just do your research, and don't feel afraid to hire somebody or reach out for help, because that's what they're for. So those are the reasons why I decided to get a personal trainer. I hope this video inspired you in some way, maybe to get a personal trainer or just to go work out in the gym in general. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I hope to see you again.